Churches across East Texas are lending a helping hand to community members in need after the damaging storms rolled through the area Monday evening. KLTV's Avery Niles shares what they are doing to help and where people in need can reach out.
Tyler's Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has sent volunteers to help remove debris around people's homes. Henry Karstein is a member of the church and frequently volunteers in these instances.
It's bad everywhere, from 2661 on the Chandler Highway, up Highway 64. Trees are down everywhere, and a lot more fell last night people didn't realize.
One person they helped today was Debi Hottinger, who has lived in her home for the last 5 years. She had several big limbs and partial trees fall in her backyard.
Well, actually, we went through this last year, too, but this year is pretty bad. They came from the neighbor's yard and our yard.
While Hottinger is not a member of the church, she is a volunteer manager at Angel Layette's in Tyler, where several church members frequently volunteer.
You have no idea how my heart feels right now that all these strangers showed up, these children even, to help somebody. I don't know them, and here they are helping.
Samuel Sadler, local missions director with Green Acres Baptist Church, says they have passed out water and food to neighbors in need, as well as opened the Connections Cafe and a disaster trailer for showers and laundry.
We just want our neighbors to know that they're not alone, even though this is a pretty devastating and hopeless situation. The transforming truth of Jesus brings hope to those who are lost, and we bring that physically when we are his hands and feet.
Hottinger says the community can't get through times like these alone.
This reminds us, we all need a little help right now.
Avery Niles, KLTV 7 News.
For more storm recovery resources, scan the QR code on your screen or visit the big red box at kltv.com. Resources include food, water, tarps, and also places where you can go and cool off and charge your devices.